This is Gospel Music Today. We're at the National Quartet Convention in Louisville, Kentucky, and it's a great pleasure to be talking to an old friend of ours. This is Jerry Martin from the Dove Brothers Quartet. And Jerry, welcome to Gospel Music Today.
Thank you. It's a privilege to be here, Ken.
Now, before I ask you anything else, I want to get a little information about how the Dove Brothers are doing.
Oh.
I want to ask you about the song that we all have. It's been one of our favorite songs for the whole year, I Can Pray. Tell me about that song.
I Can Pray was written by Nathan Marquis, and he was a young writer, 24 years old. And we stumbled upon that demo, that song, kind of by accident. We were in the process of recording our 10 tracks at Crossroads, where we do it on the Sunlight label. And we had the second day of tracks, and we already had our songs picked out. Chris White came to us and said, before you go any further, we just got this song in, and we want you to hear it and see what you think. So the moment I heard just the lyrics of it, I said, that's the song I want to do. And I just fell in love with the song. And so we dropped one of our songs that we had, and then we replaced it with I Can Pray. And it's just been incredible the response that I Can Pray has had around the country, and emails and letters and phone calls and people coming up to concerts and saying, you know, I was going through a rough time, and I was listening to my radio, and then I Can Pray came on, and it just pulled me through that rough time. And it's a song that really can relate to anybody in today's time. You know, you don't have to be, like the song says, you don't have to be a preacher, a teacher, or a singer. You know, you don't have to do all you have to do is just pray. Anybody can pray, and that is the strongest thing we have, a direct line to God. And you ask Him for anything, you know, and it's been a fantastic song for us, as well as for the people who've been listening to it.
I know it's touched a lot of people.
Yeah, when I went to record the song, and this has never happened to me ever that I have recorded, I just broke down. You know, I started singing, and I was just crying in there. I was like, guys, you got to give me some time here, because the song, I think the song is really anointed. You know, God has something special for this song, and we are seeing it all around us, and we just can't believe it. So I'm very humbled and very proud of the song, what it's done, and I'm just glad to be a part of the song.
Yeah, that's great. How did you become involved in gospel music?
I grew up in it. I started singing when I was 2 years old. My mom and dad were in a quartet. My mom played the piano, and my dad sang tenor at the Tidewater Quartet out of Virginia. And so it was a male quartet. They had drums, bass, and piano. So back then in the 60s and 70s, you know, that was you seen more groups that have the bands than you do today. So I just grew up in. They put me on stage when as soon as I could sing and talk, I was on stage. So it's just home to me.
Yeah, that's great. What's coming up new for the Dove Brothers Quartet?
Well, we're in the middle, if we can take a break from our tour schedule, which is very, very hectic right now. We've got a hymns and a standards recording that we've got the tracks laid down for. We just haven't found the time to go into the studio. And then we have another one that Crossroads, we'll be recording another one with Crossroads in October. The tracks will be laid down in October. So we're still picking songs, but we've got them pretty well narrowed down.
Now, Jerry, let me ask you this. We know, everyone knows what the Dove Brothers performance is like on the platform, and what the songs are like, and it's a great experience to see a Dove Brothers concert.
Oh, thank you.
When you get back on that bus and head for your next stop, what do you want the people to remember?
I want them to, when they see us step off that bus, first thing is I want them to see Jesus working in our lives. And then when we're on that stage, you know, and we're high energy, but then we just like to sing. We love to sing. But yeah, we do have high energy performances sometimes, but sometimes we just like to stand flat-footed and sing, you know. We would like for them to remember the message in the song. You know, entertaining is fine. We love to entertain. There's nothing wrong with that. But we also don't want the entertainment to bury the message of the song. Right. And that's what it's all about.
That's right. Jerry, thank you very much for talking to us on Gospel Music Today.
Well, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Now back to more great Southern gospel music on Gospel Music Today.